Stop number 33 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Langhorne Speedway in Langhorne, Pennsylvania. As we are here today for the running of the Langhorne, as we're here today for the running of the Langhorne 400. As we're set for 67 laps of action on this 1 mile perfect circle racetrack. Now we've raced here before in this series too, by the way, but it's been quite a while back. But this is an old track from way back in the 50s and 60s. Or actually, way back, more like in the 40s and 50s, actually, excuse me, in the back in the roots of NASCAR. It's a perfect circle racetrack, though, and it's basically a track that's hard on everybody. You're in a constant turn, basically, and you'll probably feel a little bit dizzy by the time we get done with this track too. So that being said, let's get to the starting lineup for today's running event. On the pole, it is Kev Sheeran, car 69. He's a Pennsylvania native too, by the way, too. So he'd like to win one here on his home state. He's alongside car number 6, Zach Rogers in the Burger King Dodge. Rogers won twice this season. Kev's only won once. Actually, I think Kev's won twice this season too. As a matter of fact, too. I think he has. Anyway, next row down will be Keith Batson in car number 39, the Motorcraft Ford, winner of the Daytona 500. He's alongside number 14, Matt McIntyre. He's won twice this season so far. Next row down, Mike Becker in 43, and number 99 is Levi McIntyre on the outside. Next row down has car number 70, Kat Batson. Here had a great run at Talladega, finished 4th in that race. She's alongside Matt Haas in car number 8. Great qualifying run for Matt Haas, by the way, in the number 8 Speed Raceway Pontiac. Next row, Tyler Deaver in car number 24, the DuPont Chevrolet. He's alongside car number 2, Dylan Young in the Miller Ford. Next row down has car number 17. It is Jesse Turner in the Zest Soap Ford. He's alongside number 59. It is Zachary Fitzwater in the Marina Fox Foundation Dodge. Next row down is car 03, Charles Sanford in the Coca-Cola Vanilla Chevrolet. He's alongside car number 22. It is Dylan Poteet. Charles has now won twice this season. He won that last race in the Tour at Talladega. He's also won this season at Sonoma on the road course. Next row, Angel Navarro in car number 44. Number 12, Mitchell Collins. Excuse me. Next row after that will be number 18, Nathan Hudson, and number 20, Cole Baker. Next row down is number 25, Seth Cole. He has one of our in-car cameras in today's race series alongside Mason Wood in the G-Fuel Dodge, car 52. Mason with that tremendous run at Darlington a few races back. Next row is car number 48, Jay Jefferson in the Pizza Hut Chevrolet. He's alongside car number 5, Phil Parker. Next row down is car number 91, Jordan Anderson, and number 41, it is Taylor Gertis. Next row down is car number 01, Jake Emerson. He's alongside car number 42, it is Nicky Martinez. If you remember Jake Emerson, of course, he won the pole at Talladega. He also had a great top 5 run in that race, finishing 2nd in that race at Talladega. A great run for him. Next row down is number 84, Cassie Dent. Number 89, it is Quentin Moore. Next row down, Kate Anderson at number 88, who nearly won at Talladega. She did win the 400, however, in Daytona this season, though. She's alongside 76. It is Ty Dent. Next row down is car number 4, William Brock, and number 97, Zach Winkle. And then next row down after that would be car number 30, Ryan George. And number 9, the points leader, Kyle Matthews, is alongside the Mellow Yellow Pontiac. Next row down is number 10. It is Joshua Osborne. He's alongside car number 3, Cole Deaver. The next row down after that will be car number 16, Johnny Gardner, 2-time winner this season so far. Much like Cole Deaver, he's also a 2-time winner this season so far. Johnny's wins came at Rockingham and Bristol early in the season. That's the day race at Bristol, by the way. And Deaver's wins came at New Hampshire and the Southern 500 at Darlington. Sitting alongside Johnny Gardner is number 2 in points, Jessica Shelton. She won at Martinsville. She also won the second dual race at Louisville Motor Speedway in Louisville, Kentucky. And starting shotgun field will be Trent Dunham in car number 1 and Rob Evans in car number 19 in the Ineos Motor Oil Chevrolet. In-car cameras today, Eric, we mentioned that Seth Cole's one of our in-car cameras. The other two being carried by Zach Rogers and Dylan Young as the Veal's about to be given the command to fire the engines here for the Langhorne 400 at Langhorne Speedway. Commands begin to fire the engines here today for this race here today as the field rolls as the field makes his pace lap here and rolls off. We'll be ready for a start right after this. Pace car's about to duck off on the pit road here as we're getting set for a green flag here at Langhorne Speedway, and we're underway in the Langhorne 400. And boy, the field really, split here. And Cat Batson's already got problems at number 70 car. Nathan Hudson, what in the world is? Cat Batson's going to stop right in the middle of the track, as has also, I think, what in the world was that? Cat Batson's car. She has really got problems, and so does Mason Wood for that fact too in the 52 car. There he is right there in the 52 G Fuel Dodge. Several cars did not get going on the start here. Keith Batson led the first lap, by the way, in this race. Dylan Poteet has got his way back in the back now, and boy, we're going to see a wild race here. I can already feel it right now. We are going to see a wild race. So we're 3 laps in this race already here, and we already got weird problems going on. And Matt Haas is in the wall in car number 8. Zach Rogers was running third. Now Matt McIntyre, I should say, makes the pass on him. And Mason Woods got problems in the 52 car, the G Fuel Dodge. He is slow on the track there, and it's almost about like what we saw with Cat Batson's car. Ryan George almost gives him a hit right there. Now Mason Wood, I thought was going to come out right down in front of the 97 car of Zach Winkle. And now Mason, hopefully find himself back on the apron of the track here. Dylan Young goes past right there. Now does the 8 car of Matt Haas and several others go past him now. Keith Batson continues to lead this race here, by the way, as he's now already up on the back of lap traffic here in the form of Dylan Poteet. Field already spread out right now here as the field comes down to complete another lap here. That's 8 in the books and 59 laps remaining here. Tyler Deaver, you see him running in 9th position. Battle for 10th between Charles Sandberg and Cassie Dent right now. Cassie Dent giving her car a pretty good run right now. I think several cars that we mentioned that started back in the pack right there has already moved their way to the front because of all the problems that everybody else has been having. As we saw with Mason Wood and Cat Batson's car. Tough break for those 2 drivers without question, but one car that's really giving his car a really good run, Jordan Anderson, number 91, the Mopar Dodge, has been running strong here. He just took 5th away from Zach Rogers, now about to take 4th from Kev Shearer. Actually, that was 3rd place that he just took right there from Kev Shearer. So, how about that Jordan Anderson, number 91, the Mopar Dodge, running strong here today. Close up on Matt McIntyre, number 14 right now, and that car is Superman right now. Look at that. Look at that 91 car go. He's got 2nd, and now he's got the lead now. Here comes, and boy, Jordan Anderson, I don't know what they did with that car, though. Since the start of the race, though, but he has already moved this up in the 1st place right now. And that car is driving away. Here, boy, that 91 Mopar team there, they didn't qualify all that well, didn't run well in practice, and now here it is up in the top spot and pulling away from one of the best in Keith Batson. Could this be win number 1 for Jordan Anderson today? Well, we'll find out here in the last few in the remaining laps of this race here. Another car's been moving up though. Cassie Dent's up to 3rd position now. She got past the 14 car of Matt McIntyre. Now gets past Keith Batson in 39. So we got surprises in the top 2 spots here today here at the Langhorne Speedway. I'll tell you this, and consider this too, that Cassie Dent nor Jordan Anderson has seen this track before. Consider this too. So Kev Shear, who was the pole sitter for this event, there now he gets around Keith Batson in 39. So Kev takes 3rd spot now. Jake Emerson in a 0-1 car. He's also moved his way up to the field quickly too. He is up to the 5th position now. And how about a guy who started 39th? Trent Dunham is up from 39th to 6th after 16 laps of this race. And he gets by Keith Batson. So where does that put Trent now? He puts him up to puts him in 5th position now. Batson's in 6th, McIntyre 7th, Joshua Osborne's in 8th. Now Osborne takes 7th position away here. William Brock's moving this way through the field. Zach Rogers dropping back. And how about the points leader, Kyle Matthews, started this race in 34th position, I believe, and it's up to 11th already. Quentin Morris moved this way through the field here. Up to the field here. Mike Becker is in 13th, lead by McIntyre 14th. 15th is Jesse Turner. 16th is Tyler Deaver. 17th is Seth Cole. On board with Seth Cole, and look at the RPMs on Seth Cole's car. Seth Cole has got his RPMs all the way up to the he's got his RPMs all the way up. I think what's the word I'm looking at? He's got his RPMs all the way pegged. We've talked so many times about your engine building nightmares being tracks like Atlanta, Michigan, Charlotte, Texas, places like that, California. Forget that. We saw Seth's RPMs pegged at 10.2. That's 10,200 RPMs, and he's now got passed by another driver moving her way through the field. And to no one's surprise, she started this race 38th, and that is Jessica Shelton. She is up to I think that was 17th that she just took away from Tyler Deaver. Now moves up on lead by McIntyre for 16th position. The inside lane is without question the lane you want to be at here at Langhorne Speedway for sure, as we've seen Matthews move this way through the field nicely here. Now Shelton has. We've seen Cassie Dent, Jake Emerson, and Jordan Anderson do that. I say Jessica Shelton and Kyle Matthews, those two qualifying as badly as they did in qualifying, I say it's all the more fueled the fire for those two drivers. And they are 1-2 points coming in. Shelton 63 back coming in this race, by the way. And some of those drivers who wanted to catch up to Shelton and Matthews in the field, but in the points there, they were all snickering and saying to each other, we got them right where we want them. Well, they didn't tell that to Shelton and Matthews, though, because they are moving up to the field nicely. And Shelton has already gotten by Keith Batson. Now she's about to get by the lap car of Cole Baker. Shelton up to 11th position now. There's the Mason Wood up the high side right there. How many times does that make Mason Wood being lapped? He's now been lapped 8 times in this race, by the way. Cat Batson's a lap down, so is Dylan Young, so is Mitchell Collins, Zachary Fitzwater, Dylan Poteet, Cole Baker, Matt Haas, and now Mason Wood. So we got 32 cars still on the lead lap, as Jordan Anderson continues to lead this race with Cassie Dent 2nd and Jake Emerson in 3rd spot here. There is Kev Shear, the Pulsar, running in 11th position. Jessica Shelton just took 10th away from him now. Cole Deaver in 9th. position. Quentin Moore in 8th. Matthews is now took 7th position. Is now in 7th position. Dylan Young again not on the lead lap. William Brockes in 6th. Joshua Osborne in 5th. Trent Dunham in 4th. 3rd is Jake Emerson. 2nd is Cassie Dent. And Jordan Anderson is the leader of this race here. So they're now about ready to put a lap on Nathan Hudson in number 18. Anderson now moves up on the back of Hudson's car here. Gets by him. Cassie Dent now looks low as we have completed now 30 laps in this race now. That's 30. Well, we now completed 33. Completed now 32 laps. Excuse me, 32 down in the books and 35 left to go in a 67 lap event. Margin between those front two cars, 0.2 of a second here, and we mentioned too. You'll notice the speeds up on top though. This is a 1 mile racetrack, perfect circle. And how fast are they running on this track? Over 180 miles per hour. What's the fastest lap of this race so far? I'm just curious. Trent Dunham's got the fastest lap of this race so far at 186.77 miles per hour, almost 187 miles an hour around this racetrack. And problems with Levi McIntyre's car, number 99. He has hit the wall. So too has the another car. Oh, and Dylan Young's crashed into him. And that is definitely going to do it for Dylan Young's points chances. Oh, and Martinez in it. Poteet's in it. Oh, my God. Here we go. Here we go. Seth Cole's crashed. There's Navarro, Ryan George, Matt McIntyre, Nicky Martinez. McIntyre, that's going to do it for pretty much for his chances. Oh, Charles Sanford, number 4 in the points. Sanford's crashed, number 3 in points. Here's Zach Rogers has crashed. Cap Shearer's crashed. Keith Madson's crashed. Becker, Navarro. Taylor Gertis involved. Shelton's pitting. That's number 2 in the points. Johnny Gardner involved. Kyle Matthews. They're all pitting. A lot of those cars are pitting now, I should say. Even those that were not crashed. Well, no time like the present to see what happened in replay right here. Dylan Young was close enough on the 99 car of Levi McIntyre. And sent him right in the wall hard. There he is. Now there he goes. And look at the hit Dylan Young took. Poteet gets involved right there. There's Martinez. She's crashed right there, and she flips over in the 42 car. There she goes. McIntyre. There's Ryan George involved. Seth Cole gets involved in the number 25 car. Navarro gets into him. And there's Charles Samber, number 03. He's involved. That's number 4 in the points coming into this race. And there's where, and see where the Keith Batson and Kev Shearer crashed. There's where Keith's crash right there happened. Kev Shearer slams in the back of Batson's car right into, and then that's the 43 car of Mike Becker. So pace car ducks off on the pit road again right here. We're back to green flag here. Cole Deaver is your leader. As the green flag flies, we're back underway on lap number 40. Quentin Moore's in second position. Third right now. On Jay Jefferson, he's got problems in the number 48 car. William Brock is in second position. Third is Quentin Moore. Fourth is Zach Winkle. Fifth is now Kyle Matthews. Jessica Shelton is sixth. Then Trent Dunham is in seventh position. Eighth is Kate Anderson. Ninth is Jesse Turner. And 10th is Jordan Anderson. That's how they run right now. Cassie Dent coming off pit road in the 84 car. So with all this pit stops happening here, that's now put 14 cars on the lead lap in this race. And this has really screwed the field up really, really bad here at Langhorne Speedway. And the cars out of the race though, well, about what? Let's see. Yep, 16 cars out of this race here today at Langhorne. And that is just, this race has pretty much turned into a dirt fest almost. And this race was going pretty well too until the caution flag flew and screwed everything up. But nonetheless, though, it is Cole Beaver leading this race here. Mason Wood up ahead of him, being about to be lapped for a 9th time here at Langhorne. And now Cole coming up to lap his brother Tyler in the 24 car. Cole Beaver up in the setting a blistering pace here. In the lead here, he's got a second and a half over the 4 car of William Brock. We'll find the 4th place car there. There he is, Zach Winkle. It's about to be being pulled up by Trent Dunham in the 1 car. That's 3rd and 4th on your screen right there. And Winkle's all damaged up as well in the 97 machine. As far as cars out of the race here, well, some of your cars, it's going to be pretty much going to be finished up for the championship, but they're led by McIntyre's going to finish 38th in this race here. There's the Charles Stanford will finish 36th. Seth Cole will come home 25th, and Zach Rogers will come home 33rd in this race here. And he was 30 points we mentioned coming into this race though, and that's going to hurt. That's pretty much going to kill their chances for a championship. So I think coming out of Langhorne, looks like the ones left for the battle for the championship is going to be Jessica Shelton and Kyle Matthews. I think coming out of Langhorne. And right now, Matthews runs 7th. Shelton runs 12th right now at this point. As we're now down to as we're now down to as we're now down to 17 laps to go in this race. Excuse me on that one. Cole Deaver leads this race there. Here goes past Jay Jefferson. Now gets past Putin, moves up on the 5 car of Phil Parker and the 11 of Jessica Shelton. And all the while, Shelton gets past 2 of the lap cars, Joshua Osborne, and actually got past the car in position. That's Taylor Gertis that moves Shelton up to 10th. No, it actually moved her up to 11th, excuse me, on that one. She moves her up to 11th position now. And Deaver now caught behind lap traffic. That's let William Brock move up for the lead now. And William Brock has ate up that distance big time now by Cole Deaver. Beaver gets moved up to the high side now. Brock to the low side now in car number 4 with Synovus Bank Chevy. And Beaver now tries to pass by Joshua Osborne, the 10 car on the outside. That's not going to work, and that really didn't work as Brock goes by for the lead now. William Brock in car number 4, the Synovus Bank Chevy now moves to the top spot now. 55 laps in the books, and we're now down to 12 to go. And now William Brock's pulled ahead now of Cole Deaver as he's still stuck behind lap traffic here as he's got the 41 car Taylor Gertis ahead of him. Taylor Gertis pretty much holding up everybody else in this field right here as they go through turns turns 3 and 4 now. And the interval's still ballooning. This interval's still a balloon for the Ford of William Brock. He's now got 4.5 seconds already on the field now. And Brock now running behind Joshua Osborne in 20th position now. Brock to the low side, or Brock trying to keep behind Osborne in the 10 car. Getting a draft off of him now. 5 seconds now is the advantage. And it's now leaves now almost 7 seconds between the front 2 cars now. So William Brock, unless something goes wrong with his car, is going to win this race, looks like. Unless something goes wrong with the car now. We've seen it happen here today before at Langhorne Speedway. There's Deaver in second position. Third is still Trent Dunham. Fourth is now Zach Winkle. Fifth is Quentin Moore. Sixth is Kyle Matthews. Seventh is Kate Anderson. Eighth position now is Johnny Gardner. Ninth is Jordan Anderson. And 10th position now belonging to Jesse Turner. And there's Matt Haas scraping along the wall, the number 8 car, and he is... I don't know what's going on here with Matt Haas's car. I really don't. So anyway, William Brock now has 2 laps remaining in this race here as he's still falls behind the 2 cars of Osborne and Shelton now. he comes off the turn. He sees the white flag waving already. So William Brock's got 1 lap remaining in this race. Once he jumped out in front, there's been no turning back though for the number 4 Synovus Bank Chevrolet. He'll come off the last corner here, and he'll take the checkered flag. William Brock wins the Langhorne 400 at Langhorne Speedway. So this wacky race finally over with here at Langhorne Speedway as William Brock jumps out in front late in the going, takes the lead from Cole Deaver, and pulls ahead to win by almost 8 seconds. I mean, pulled ahead by 8 seconds to win in the last 15 laps. That shows you how crazy this track race has been, pretty much. Cole Deaver comes home second position. Third will go to Trent Dunham. Fourth to Kyle Matthews. Fifth place will go to Kate Anderson. Sixth place, I should say, will be Quentin Moore. Seventh will be Jordan Anderson. Eighth, Johnny Gardner. Ninth will go to Jesse Turner. And Zach Winkle, damaged car and all, ends up finishing in 10th position. Average speed, 168.309 miles per hour. We had 1 caution flag that slowed this race down. So, just something else is what this race pretty much was, I guess. I don't know. Uh, only undercard, only card, undercard. It's so crazy, by the way, that 11 cars finished this race on the lead lap. Jessica Shelton was the last car to finish on the lead lap in 11th spot after starting this race in 38th. After starting this race 38th in this race here, and several cars had started way back in the back and still came up to the field nicely, I should say here. I mean, this is, I don't know about this race. I'll say that's for sure. Rest of the finishers here for you. Taylor Durtis was 12th, 13th Jake Emerson, 14th Cassie Dent, 15th will go to Mitchell Collins, 16th will be Kat Batson, 17th Nathan Hudson, 18th Joshua Osborne, 19th Zachary Fitzwater, 20th will go to Phil Parker, 21st Jay Jefferson, 22nd Tyler Deaver, 23rd Matt Haas, and Mason Wood, 11 laps down in 24th position. So I guess sometimes it does pay to stay out and try to make up what positions you can, but I don't know. And the cars out of the race, and some of the drivers who did not need the finishes they needed for the try to keep themselves in the points hunt, and what little hopes they had for the championship as well too. I know we got 4 races remaining after this too: Charlotte, North Wilkesboro, Phoenix, and Atlanta, which is the finale of the season. And but cars out of the race here: Ty Dent, Mike Becker, Keith Batson. He was 5th in the points coming into this race. Rob Evans was 28th position, 29th. Kev Shear, 30th was Angel Navarro, 31st. Matt McIntyre, 32nd. Nicky Martinez. Zach Rogers, 3rd place in the points, finishes 33rd in this race. That's about gonna almost do it for his chances, just about. Ryan George, 34th, 35th. Seth Cole is trying to stay in the top 10 in the points. Charles Sandford, he was 4th in the points coming in. He ends up 36th. Dylan Young was 37th. He was up in the top 10 in the points. Levi McIntyre was up in the top 10 in the points. He finishes 38th. Dylan Poteet, 39th. And Cole Baker comes home in 40th position. So the wacky race that was the Langhorne 400 is completed. Congratulations again to William Brock, the winner here today at Langhorne Speedway. A great win for him, averaging 168.309 miles per hour. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got in our races. We got gaming videos. We got everything that we got in our online races. We got everything that the points everything that the president of the NNSCRA South Dakota desires for his channel. Be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series on his channel as well too. I definitely guarantee his races are a lot better than what I have to offer too. So that will do it here today at Langhorne. We'll see you at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Mellow Yellow 500. For now, this is James Cole. This has been a production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best.